Hi, I'm Elizabeth at the Radford Public Library, and I wanted to tell you about a program that we're going to be having, Radford Reads with Jim Minick. Jim Minick is the author of several other titles, and his newest is Without Warning, The Tornado of Udall, Kansas. He'll be here Thursday, tomorrow, July 20th. From 6:30 to 7, we're having an informal meet and greet with light refreshments, so if you'd like to stop in and talk with Jim, that's great. And then at 7, he'll be talking about his book. He'll have a presentation and be able to take some questions and sign books after the event. So we do have him coming tomorrow. That's again Thursday, July 20th from 6:30 to 7 for a meet and greet, and at 7 o'clock for his presentation. A little bit about this book. We do have copies of it in the library. It is about the story of a community that survived a tornado in 1955 in Udall, Texas on May 25th without warning. No time to take shelter, no time to plan for this event. It's the deadliest tornado in Kansas history, and it took this F5 tornado about 3 minutes to completely destroy this very small town, including the newly built high school. So I believe it killed about 82 people and injured about 270 others, and the community was about a total of 600 people. So a little bit about Udall. It was about 8 blocks east to west and 7 blocks north to south, with a railroad that cut across the town diagonally. And there are small businesses there. Those were a barber shop, a couple of pool halls, a phone company, an oil company, a drugstore, hardware stores, a community building which plays a significant role in this retelling, and 3 restaurants. So small community, people know each other. You are going to be so endeared by the characters, these real life individuals who you meet in this story, this recounting of this terrible tragedy. In the beginning of the story, you meet Gary Atkinson, who's a 12-year-old boy with a paper route. And that's really how, as the reader, you get oriented around the town, which I thought was such a brilliant way to take you around the town while also giving you the background of Gary and his family. So the description of Gary's newspaper route really draws the reader in and gives you that orientation of the small town. And you meet lots of other individuals like Earl Rowe, who was the mayor, whose nickname is Toots, and Eileen Holt, who is preparing to get married and having her wedding shower, so several other people are present in the community center when the tornado hits. And even on some occasions you meet the family dog. This book took about 12 years for Jim to write, and he conducted interviews with the survivors between 2011 and 2022. So quite a labor of love in the endeavor of getting the research and the background and learning about these individuals who survived, as well as the ones who did not. This is quite a heartfelt undertaking. I found it very scary and intense at times, but I also found it to be very moving and even inspirational, as this town comes together to support each other and to rebuild. And that's no small feat given the level of destruction that they experienced. What else can I tell you? I want to give you a quick review about this book from Nebraska Press. It says, Minick's spellbinding narratives connect the history to our world today. Minick demonstrates that even if we have never experienced a tornado, we are still a people shaped by and defined by weather and the events that unfold in our changing climate. So there's a little information about his newest book. We also have Jim Minick's previous books available in the library for checkout. We have a display up currently. When you get your hands on a copy of the book, I didn't even realize as I was reading this that there were pictures of the town until I got to the pictures. But in the very beginning, there are a couple of boys who climb this water tower. And so Jim Minick does this amazing job of creating a lot of, at least for me, anxiety and worry about these boys if they're going to survive the water tower. But of course, surviving the tornado is an even bigger challenge. So recommend this one. If you get a chance to read it, please do. And even if you haven't read it, It's such a treat to hear Jim Minick present and talk about his writing, perhaps even do some reading from his book. So join us if you can. It's a free event, and we hope to see you out at Radford Reads with Jim Minick tomorrow night. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.